onto your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to y'all with another video. So you guys, Cierra, you guys finally came back on the internet and gave us an apology for the comment that she made years ago on Instagram. And she called it not an apology video, but an accountability video. Is it me or does she look prettier in the video than she did on the show? I don't know if it was the show's lighting or what, but like she's like a completely different person. Like she looks really pretty in this video, you guys. Now, I feel like the video is genuine. It was very PR trained. Like you could tell she has a great PR team, a great team that told her what to say. She didn't stutter over words. It didn't sound scripted, even though you could kind of tell it was, but it didn't sound off the top of the dome either. Okay. I feel as if
this is not
the best she can do, because at the end of the day, like, what do you guys really want from her blood? Like, she made a mistake years ago. She also mentioned in the same video, she apologized for it years ago. She's apologizing again. I don't see I don't see her as the type of person that's going to repeat it again after all of this has happened to her, because this will follow her for the rest of her life.
I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to speak up about the news that's come to light recently, and now that I've been back in the US for about 48 hours and I've had the chance to process, I now feel like I'm at a space where I can speak about this without being highly emotional, because I am not the victim in this situation.
I did see the clip, you guys. A lot of people were DMing me and in my comments saying that when Alondra was in the confessional, you hear somebody in the background say, "No, you can't do this." And a lot of people were saying it was Cierra. I don't know. It may have been. It may have been, though. It did sound like a high-pitched disappointment, but it could have been Amaya. Like, you know what I'm saying? That easily could have been Amaya.
While I was in the villa, there were some posts that resurfaced from my past where I was very naively using an incredibly offensive and derogatory term. And before I get into the details, I want to first start by addressing not just anyone that I have hurt or deeply offended, but most importantly, the entire Asian community. I am deeply, truly, honestly so sorry. I had no idea that the word held as much pain, as much harm, and came with the history that it did, or I never would have used it. I had no ill intention when I was using it, but that's absolutely no excuse, because intent doesn't excuse ignorance. It just doesn't. And I just need you to know that I am so sorry. But this is not an apology video. This is an accountability video. I do want to hold my hands up and say that I take accountability for using the word, but I do want it to be known that I genuinely had no idea that it was a slur. I had no idea of its meaning. And it wasn't until I made the public story post in 2024 when a follower of mine reached out to correct me and let me know that what I was saying was incredibly hurtful. It was a derogatory term. It was a slur. And in that moment, I was embarrassed. I, of course, immediately deleted the post. I was apologetic, and I educated not only myself on the true meaning and the history of the word, but also anyone around me who was accidentally holding space for this slur. When this person did message me, which I'm so grateful that she did, I had a good conversation with her about it. I made the correction immediately. The word was immediately removed from my vocabulary. And I think right now there are tons of things floating around, different screenshots with different timestamps, and fueling this narrative that I sort of doubled down once people tried to correct me and was like, oh, like, I don't know, I'm still going to use it. But that was not the case. Like, the truth is that in that moment, the lesson was learned, the word was removed, and it was a true learning moment for me. And I think since that moment, I've done so much growing as an individual, and I've tried my best to educate others who might be accidentally holding space for these types of words that could be offensive in their vocabulary. I completely agree with the network's decision to remove me from the villa. I think that this is something that deserved punishment, and the punishment has absolutely been received for sure. I think the backlash has obviously been very hard to deal with, but I understand that people are kind of confused on why I would have even said it or why I would have been doubling down and continuing to use it. So I understand where the hate is coming from. And, I can do my best to drown out the noise and pay attention to the truth. But what's been extremely, extremely difficult is the way people are approaching my family and my loved ones. They have had ICE called on them. My family doesn't feel safe in their own home. I'm receiving death threats. It's
For y'all to call ICE on this lady family, this cancel culture really has gotten out of control. Although she made a mistake, she is owning up to it. Her family has even owned up to it on her behalf. What more do y'all want from her? I really want to know. Do y'all want a limb? Do y'all want blood? Do y'all want her social? It just, to me, it's like the calling of the ICE is a little bit too much. And you guys calling ICE on her family, to me, the people that's doing that, y'all hypocritical, because that in itself is already offensive and is problematic. So I'm just not understanding why people have went to this length as if she out here unalived somebody. Like, this to me is just crazy. Like, I feel like this whole situation, the way that people have reacted to it, I'm not excusing her behavior. She was 100% wrong. The reaction to it, to me, has been like extremely overblown. Extremely overblown. I remember when this was happening, I thought people weren't following her because, not gonna lie, on the show, to me, she came across as a little bit of a mean girl. So I thought it was because of that. I did not think it was because of that post. Like, I saw the post starting to surface, but then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm like, oh, maybe they really are unfollowing her because of this post. And it turned out to be because of the post. So it just is shocking to me how people are like torturing this girl and her name as if she's like a serial murderer. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. And I feel like the producers didn't do enough to make sure that they put out a message saying, hey, although we don't agree with certain things that our cast members have said previously, not even on the show, please do not send any hate or threaten to harm them. They didn't give us a PSA. They did a PSA when people were bullying Huda online. They gave a PSA when people were saying things to Jeremiah and Ace. They gave a PSA for that. But stuff like this, when literally she's being threatened, it was no PSA given. And I guess they did that because they don't want to seem like they're excusing her behavior. But to me, telling people not to threaten and harm somebody isn't excusing somebody's behavior. You could still say somebody is dead ass wrong for what they did and said and not threaten to unalive them.
There's no need to fight hate with hate. I don't think that that's justice. And if you want to know that you're heard and that I'm sorry and that I will move differently, I promise you that's what will happen. I know that no apology could ever be enough for the harm that I've caused and the offense that's taken place. I know that moving forward, my actions and how I decide to live my life from here on out is going to speak louder than any apology ever could. But I do need it to be known that I am sorry and I did mean no harm. And hopefully there are people out there that can use my mistake as a learning moment. And to just be better, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take today and tomorrow, and I'm going to take strides to be better. And all I can ask for is, even if you won't give me forgiveness, if you can just allow me to grow with grace. And hopefully, instead of sitting here and trying to convince you that I am this amazing person who spreads light in the world and celebrates cultures and dynamics and backgrounds, then one day you can see that from me. I'm deeply sorry again, and I thank anyone who's listening.
Okay, like, I feel like this apology was a lot more genuine than the one Yulisa gave. Okay, Yulisa gave an apology and said, but I didn't even mean it like that. Like, hit us with the, excusing of it. So I feel like this is the best that she could really, really do. It's going to be interesting to see where she goes from here, because it doesn't seem like Nick wants really anything to do with her while in the house. Alondra was getting a little bit of hate because they felt like, while your homegirl left, you got right back with her dude. But y'all got to understand, this is still a game, and Nick could have easily left. Although there's rumors out there that they told him you can't, like, it would be best for you not to leave. He still could have chose to got the hell up out the villa. So y'all need to relax on him, on her too. Okay, let me know what y'all think down below about her apology. Do you guys feel like it was genuine? Do you feel like the situation has been blown out of proportion? And do you guys think Peacock could have did more to protect her? And do you guys think Peacock handled the situation well? Let me know what y'all think, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.